Have you ever wondered how lobsters navigate their way through the vast, dark depths of the ocean? These fascinating crustaceans are true marvels of the marine world. Residing in the rocky shores and the deep, unexplored corners of our oceans, lobsters present a captivating spectacle of nature's ingenuity. There's a rich diversity within the world of lobsters, from the American lobster with its large, crushing claws, to the European lobster with its distinct blue hue, and the spiny lobster, which lacks claws but makes up for it with an array of long, sharp antennae. Each species has adapted beautifully to its specific habitat, exhibiting a unique set of behaviors and survival strategies. These creatures, with their hard exoskeletons, long antennae, and powerful claws, are both iconic and mysterious, inspiring wonder and curiosity in us all. So, are you ready to delve a little deeper? Let's dive deeper into the world of these iconic and mysterious creatures of the sea. At first glance, lobsters are easily identifiable by their hard exoskeletons, long antennae, and robust claws. But let's delve deeper into the fascinating anatomy of these marine marvels. Their bodies are divided into two main parts: the cephalothorax, which includes the head and thorax fused together, and the abdomen, or tail. Their exoskeleton, a hard outer layer, serves as both a shield and support structure. It's made of chitin, a tough material also found in the shells of insects and other arthropods. Now let's talk about those signature claws. The larger of the two is the crusher claw, a heavy, large claw used for crushing the shells of its prey. The smaller one, the cutter or Caesar, with its sharp serrated edges, is used for tearing and ripping. Interestingly, lobsters can be right or left-handed based on the side of the dominant crusher claw. Lobsters also have two pairs of antennae. The longer pair is used for probing their surroundings and detecting movement, while the shorter pair near the eyes is used for smell and taste. Yes, lobsters taste their food by using hairs on their legs and other parts of their bodies. Their eyes, unlike ours, are compound, made up of hundreds of tiny lenses. This gives them a wide field of view and helps them detect movement and changes in light intensity, rather than seeing clear images. Underneath their bodies, they have 10 legs. The first 3 pairs have claws, including the 2 large ones we've mentioned, while the remaining are used for walking and catching smaller prey. These formidable predators are indeed skilled hunters, thanks to their unique anatomy. They use their antennae to detect their prey, their powerful claws to capture and crush it, and their legs to maneuver swiftly across the seabed. But did you know they also have a unique ability? Yes, lobsters are quite the marvels of the marine world, not just for their hunting prowess or their hard exoskeletons, but also for an incredible biological phenomenon. But that's a story for the next scene. Unlike humans, lobsters can regenerate lost limbs, a process that is truly remarkable. This feat of nature is made possible by a process known as molting. But what exactly is molting, you may ask? Well, it's an intricate and fascinating biological process that allows lobsters to grow and repair their bodies. Imagine if you had to wear the same outfit every day, and as you grew, it became tighter and tighter until it was so tight that you could hardly move. That's what life is like for a lobster. Their tough exoskeleton, while providing protection, doesn't grow with them. So, lobsters need to shed this rigid shell to grow, a process known as molting. Molting begins when a lobster forms a soft, flexible shell underneath its current one. As the new shell forms, the old one starts to separate from the lobster's body. When the time is right, the lobster will increase its body size by drawing in water, causing the old shell to crack along a special seam that runs around the body. The lobster then extracts itself from its old shell, a process that can take several hours, and leaves the lobster in a vulnerable state. Once free of the old shell, the lobster is soft and malleable, allowing it to stretch out and grow. It then begins to harden the new shell by absorbing minerals from the water. This process can take several weeks to complete, during which the lobster will remain hidden to avoid predators. It's during this molting process that lobsters can regenerate lost limbs. The new limbs start to form while the lobster is still within the old shell, and they continue to grow and develop after the lobster has molted. However, despite their unique abilities and adaptability, lobsters face numerous threats in today's world. We'll delve into these challenges in the next part of our journey. Stay tuned as we explore the threats to lobsters and the conservation efforts in place to protect these incredible creatures. Overfishing, habitat destruction, pollution, and climate change are some of the significant threats lobsters face. These challenges, while daunting, are not insurmountable, and understanding them is the first step towards creating a sustainable future for these fascinating creatures. First, let's talk about overfishing. Lobsters are a prized catch for many commercial fisheries, and their high demand often leads to overexploitation. This not only decimates local populations, but also disrupts the balance of marine ecosystems. When lobsters are removed from the ocean in large numbers, it can trigger a domino effect, impacting other species and the overall health of the ocean. Next, we have habitat destruction. Lobsters thrive in rocky seafloors, hiding in crevices and caves. But human activities such as dredging and coastal development can destroy these habitats, leaving lobsters homeless and exposed to predators. Then there's pollution. Our oceans are becoming increasingly saturated with harmful substances, from agricultural runoff to plastic waste. These pollutants can harm lobsters directly through ingestion or entanglement, or indirectly by degrading the quality of their habitats and food sources. Finally, climate change poses a significant threat to lobsters. Rising ocean temperatures can cause stress and disease in lobsters, while ocean acidification, a side effect of increased carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, can weaken their hard exoskeletons, making them more vulnerable to predation and disease. These threats may seem overwhelming, but they are not insurmountable. Every one of us can play a role in protecting lobsters and the ecosystems they inhabit. Whether it's by choosing sustainably sourced seafood, reducing our plastic consumption, or advocating for policies that protect marine habitats, our actions can make a difference. These threats call for immediate action, and as stewards of the oceans, it is our responsibility to protect these remarkable creatures. The future of lobsters, and indeed all life in the ocean, depends on the choices we make today. So let's choose wisely and work towards a future where lobsters can continue to thrive and fascinate us with their unique behaviors and adaptations. Sustainable fishing practices, marine protected areas, and reducing plastic pollution are just a few ways we can help ensure the survival of lobsters and other marine life. The survival of lobsters is closely tied to the health of our marine ecosystems, and conservation efforts play a pivotal role in maintaining this delicate balance. One such effort is the implementation of sustainable fishing practices. Lobsters are often caught using traps, a method that can be adjusted to allow for the safe release of undersized and egg-bearing females. This approach not only helps to maintain a healthy lobster population, but also encourages a more sustainable fishing industry. Marine protected areas, or MPAs, are another crucial tool in lobster conservation. These designated areas serve as safe havens for lobsters and other marine life, protecting them from harmful human activities. MPAs often harbor rich biodiversity, providing a sanctuary for lobsters to grow, reproduce, and molt without disturbance. Tackling plastic pollution is another significant aspect of lobster conservation. Lobsters, like many marine creatures, are at risk of ingesting or becoming entangled in plastic waste. By reducing our plastic use and improving waste management, we can help to keep our oceans clean and safe for lobsters. But conservation doesn't stop at policy and practice. Public awareness campaigns play a vital role in inspiring action and change. Informing the public about the fascinating world of lobsters, the threats they face, and the steps we can all take to protect them helps to foster a sense of stewardship for our oceans. And let's not forget about habitat restoration. Efforts to restore and protect the rocky seabeds, where lobsters make their homes, contribute significantly to their survival. By preserving these habitats, we're ensuring lobsters have a place to call home. By addressing these challenges together, we can ensure that lobsters continue to inspire wonder and awe in future generations. After all, protecting lobsters isn't just about preserving a species. It's about safeguarding the health and diversity of our oceans for our benefit and for the generations to come. The beauty and diversity of the ocean and its inhabitants, like the lobster, are a treasure that we must strive to protect. We've taken a deep dive into the world of these fascinating crustaceans, from their unique anatomy and incredible regeneration abilities to the threats they face in today's world, such as overfishing, habitat destruction, pollution, and climate change. We've also highlighted the importance of conservation efforts in safeguarding the survival of lobsters and maintaining the delicate balance of marine ecosystems. Sustainable fishing practices, marine protected areas, and reducing plastic pollution are just a few of the measures that can make a significant difference. Remember, every action counts. Every effort we make today has a ripple effect on the future of our oceans and the myriad of life they support. So let's not just stand by. join hands in protecting our oceans and the creatures that call it home. Protect our oceans, protect our lobsters.